Hi, good morning. Well, workers are starting to gather here in Windsor, getting ready to hit the picket lines this morning, fighting for better pay and a shorter work week. Now, this after negotiations fell through between the United Auto Workers Union and the car companies before contracts expired overnight. The strike is impacting thousands of auto workers across the country and, of course, workers right here in Windsor. Now, this is a historic strike because this is the first time the big three automakers are being targeted at once. That's Ford Motor, General Motors, and Stellantis. The strikes are happening in key locations meant to disrupt the manufacturer's production. UAW members are calling this a stand-up strike, which means instead of striking at every plant across the country, different plants will be called on to stand up and walk out on strike. Now, today that's happening here in Windsor at the Ford Parts warehouse for 3 hours during today's workday. The union says it will potentially call more sites to strike depending on the status of contract negotiations, which includes a 40% raise and a 32-hour work weeks for 40-hour pay. Workers say they want a fair shake. Now, in a statement, Ford says it has tried to avoid a strike because of the financial impacts for the company and the economy. The company says in part, quote, our hourly employees would take home nearly 60% less on average with UAW strike pay than they would from working. And without vehicles in production, the profit sharing check that UAW workers could expect to receive early next year will also be decimated by a significant strike. Now, there might not be a quick end to this strike either because UAW workers say they don't plan to negotiate with the car companies again today, so workers will continue to work on their expired contracts. Now, workers are expected to strike around 9:30 this morning. As you can see, a small group is gathered here right now getting ready, so we'll keep you updated on air, online, and of course on Fox 61 Plus as well. Live in Windsor this morning, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.